Hello, Johan here again. This is the introduction to Module 10. Welcome back to Module 10, Computational Thinking. In this final module, we're going to explore a fun and powerful way of solving problems. You've learned about hardware, software, internet, media, AI, and Gen AI. Now, let's put everything together with computational thinking. This is a simple way of breaking down complex problems into smaller, more manageable steps, just like how computers solve problems. Let's dive in. Icebreaker, the morning routine challenge. Let's warm up with a real life problem. Think about your morning routine. When you wake up, you likely have a few things you need to do to get ready for the day. Get dressed, make coffee, check emails, etc. Now, let's see how we break it down step by step. Here's a challenge. What's the first thing you do in the morning? How do you go from waking up to leaving your house or start your workday? Here are some prompts to help guide you. Take 2 minutes to list the steps in your morning routine. For example, wake up, brush teeth, make breakfast, get dressed, check messages. This is the start of computational thinking, breaking down a task into smaller, easy to follow steps. What is computational thinking? Computational thinking is like having a secret tool to solve problems. It helps you break a big problem into smaller, simpler parts and find a step-by-step solution. You do this naturally already, even if you haven't thought about it that way. There are 4 simple steps to computational thinking. Decompose. Break down the big problem into smaller, easier parts, like your morning routine. Find patterns. Look for things that are similar or repeated. Do you always brush your teeth after breakfast? Abstract. Focus on the important parts and ignore the unimportant parts. Do you need to check your email right after breakfast or can it wait? Create algorithms. Make a simple list or set of instructions to follow. First, wake up, then brush your teeth, etc. Computers do this all the time to solve problems, and guess what? You can too. Hands-on activity. Let's put your knowledge to application. In this activity, choose one scenario based on what you feel most connected or excited about. Options are organizing a birthday party, planning a family dinner, or planning a weekend getaway. Click your chosen scenario. We are going to do planning a weekend getaway. Imagine you're planning a weekend trip with a few friends. You need to figure out where to go, how to get there, where to stay, and what to do once you arrive. Let's apply computational thinking to plan the perfect getaway. Step 1, decompose, break it down. Write down everything you need to do for the trip. For example, choose a destination, book transportation, find a place to stay. Step 2, find patterns. Are there any steps you always take when planning a trip? For example, you probably book accommodations and find activities to do when you get there. What's a typical order for your trip planning? Step 3, abstract, simplify. What is the most important part of the trip for you? Maybe it's the place you're visiting or the people you're going with. Can you leave out any unnecessary details to make planning easier? Step 4, create an algorithm, step-by-step plan. Write a simple plan for your weekend getaway. For example, pick a destination, book transportation, find a place to stay, plan activities for the weekend, pack, and go. Reflection. Share your insights. Now that you've worked through one of the problem-solving scenarios, whether it was a birthday party, family dinner, or weekend getaway, it's time for you to reflect on how computational thinking helps you break down the task. This reflection will give you a deeper understanding of the process and how it can be useful in real life. Reflection prompts. Pick a few of these questions to reflect on and then share your thoughts in the community forum. Which scenario did you choose and why? Was it the birthday party, the family dinner, or the weekend getaway? Why did that scenario feel most relevant or interesting to you? How did you break down the task or decompose it? What were the major parts of the task you needed to focus on? How did breaking it down make it easier to plan? Did you notice any patterns? Were there any steps or tasks that were repeated from past experiences? Example, buying food for a dinner or packing for a trip. How did recognizing patterns help you plan? How did simplifying the task help? Were there any things you could have ignored or didn't need to focus on? Did simplifying the task help you stay on track? What was your step-by-step plan or algorithm? Did creating a simple list of steps make the task feel more manageable? How would you follow your plan in real life to complete the task? How might computational thinking help you in other areas of your life? Can you think of other tasks or problems where you could apply the same approach, breaking it down into smaller parts, finding patterns, simplifying and making a plan? How might this help you solve everyday challenges? Congratulations on completing the Digital Literacy Training Program. You successfully completed all 10 modules of the CASF Grant course, covering everything from hardware and software to navigating the internet, media analysis, AI, Gen AI, and computational thinking. That's no small feat. You've gained a wealth of knowledge that will serve you well in your personal and professional life. Now it's time for you to reflect on your journey and share your thoughts so we can continue improving the course for future learners. Check your overall progress. To track your overall course progress and identify any incomplete activities, click on this button, Course Progress. The items circled in red in the image represent activities that have not yet been completed. To mark them as complete, you must engage with each activity for at least the estimated time indicated next to it. Congratulations, you can download your certificate below. How to pick up your Chromebook. After completing the 8-hour program and receiving your completion certificate, select an in-person class schedule during the first or third week below to attend for Chromebook pickup. In the comment section, write "Pick up Chromebook." Attend the class at its scheduled time to receive your Chromebook. Please note, if you do not select a class for pickup at least 48 hours in advance, a Chromebook will not be available on site. If you do not enter pickup Chromebook in the comments, a Chromebook will not be available on site. If you attempt to pick up a Chromebook outside of the first or third week, it will not be available and your class registration for that date will be canceled.